What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A new week, which means another weekly Ascendant challenge. But before I jump into that, I do want to take a brief moment to thank each and every single one of you for the overwhelming support, particularly within the last few weeks. The fact the channel is now over 10,000 subs is beyond amazing, and that's due entirely because of the support, feedback, and encouragement from everybody here. So thank you so much. It means the world to me. If you're not subscribed yet, you can always help out by kindly and gently hitting that sub button. And if you guys are feeling even more festive and giving because of the dawning, you can hit that notification bell to stay up to date on any Destiny 2 or Black Armory video. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into this Ascendant Challenge video. Now this one is actually the Ascendant Challenge back from week 3, and they do start getting progressively more difficult from here on out. So number one, make sure you have the bounty. So stop by Petra, grab every bounty she has, and you want to have the Ascendant Challenge bounty. If you don't have this, obviously you can't get this thing done. After that, make sure you have a Queen's Foil tincture. That's important because if you don't have one of these, you won't see the portal. Once you have these two things, the other thing I always recommend is rallying to any public event flag. And you want to do that because if you rally to the flag, you'll have a full heavy ammo and a super as well. That way you're ready to go. Once you have all these things done, we're making our way from Divalian Mists over this way into the Spine of Keres. And this here, this section of islands, is where you're going to find the portal. So I'm over here, I made my way over to Spine of Keres, and now I'm going to use the Queen's Foil. Again, the portal will not appear unless you use that Queen's Foil tincture. So we're going to consume that, and we're going to look for the portal. It's over here in the distance, I believe, so let's just keep running. Going to make our way across these islands here, and we're looking for the Ascendant portal, and there it is. Alright, so just to recap, we're over in the Spine of Keres. I just used a Queen's Foil. That's how the portal is going to appear. Double check, make sure you have the bounty. You want to make sure you have this before you jump in here and get this thing done. And last but not least, I'll show you again on the map where we are at. So I came from Divalian Mists over through these islands, and I'm over here at this part of the map. That's where the portal is. So let's jump right in and we'll get this thing done. Now the key thing to keep in mind as I jump in here, I'm playing on my Hunter and I'm using the Blade Barrage as my super. The next thing, there's two possibilities. When you come inside this portal, there's either going to be taken bombs or there's going to be the wipeout portals. And I can tell from here that I do have the wipeout portals. Now, the wipeout portals are a bit more difficult than the bombs are. So if you come in here and it's the portals, you want to have it be a bit easier. You can just jump down and kill yourself and jump back in, and it could be the bombs then. So I'm going to do it here with the portals because last time it was the bombs, and I want to show how to get it done with the portals. So our objective here, guys, is to make our way all the way up to the top. That's where we want to go. The fact that there's these wipeout portals does make things a bit more difficult. I'm playing on my Hunter, and I have, let me just show really quick, my weapons. I'm using Chattering Bone, EP Shotgun, and Sleeper, and I'm using the jump boots here for my Hunter. Again, I have the Blade Barrage as my super. So we're going to make our way upwards. You just want to keep going up and do your best to avoid the enemies and also the portals like that one right there. So that's the thing I don't want to have happen, is jump into one of those portals, because you know that they can send you careening off the map. Once you start getting a bit higher up, you'll notice here on my mini map that there is a red enemy somewhere around. I'm going to look for him. These guys are typically vandals, and they will mess you up pretty quick, so you got to be mindful. And there's vandals, and there's also the hobgoblins. So I'm just going to take this guy out. Don't want to have him shoot me. They're not a huge risk as long as they're not all sniping you at the same time. If you're wondering, guys, where the lure is, there's two statues here. The lure is behind the hand on one of those statues. I forget the exact one, but the lure will be behind one of those hands. So again, if you're playing right now and it's the bombs, then the bombs will be on most of these platforms. You can shoot those, and that will blow them up, but they will reappear. I don't want to fall off the edge by my own hand. That'd be kind of bad. Or jump into a portal on my own. That's kind of bad too. Alright, no worries. We're going to keep going. Might as well snipe this guy, get him out of the way. And it looks like the path is heading that way, so we have to go across here. I think the lure is behind that hand, guys. So if you don't have the lure, jump over there and that's where you'll find it. Alright, you know you're getting close because once you get somewhat close, the shadow thralls will appear. And I do see one of the eggs, so there's one of the eggs there. As long as the video's not getting too long, I will show where the other two are at. To be honest, guys, I forget exactly where they are, though. I've gotten them on my Titan, but not on my Hunter here. So we can focus on that after we get this challenge done. So once you get up here, this is when the boss is going to appear, and he will appear right in the middle there. So this is where having sleepers good, as long as you're actually hitting them. Now this guy, he's just like the Lake of Shadows enemy, where he does have a tether more or less, but you can see right there, Blade Barrage absolutely shredded that guy. I didn't even think it was going to kill him that quick. Alright, so note to self, if you're using Blade Barrage, you're going to probably do pretty good on this. Real quick, as soon as you get done the boss defeat, you want to grab the chest, and that will get you the Ascendant challenge done. So we got a helmet from there. That's not a powerful drop. The powerful drop will come from the bounty itself. So I'm going to turn this in and see what we get. Waking Vigil energy. Now, of course, here it wasn't a super powerful drop because I just transferred my good weapons over from my Titan. But otherwise, you know, it'd be nice to have gotten that for my armor. It would have been a nice bump up. But either way, this powerful gear should help you out when it comes to leveling up because the Ascendant challenge is a bit higher tier than everything else.